Hey guys, Eric, CEO of the Swiss here, and today I have this to show you. This is my 1859 Sharps rifle replica made by Palmetto in Italy in 1974. It's a breech loading 54 caliber percussion rifle, so that means this doesn't take brass cartridges. It actually loads from the breech and you put in either a bullet and loose black powder, or you put in a paper cartridge that I will show you in an instant. It's a single shot rifle, obviously, with this long octagonal barrel, adjustable rear sights, and it has a dual set triggers, so you can put the rifle on the safety notch, open the lever, load your rifle, close it, put a percussion cap on top or a musket cap, set the rear trigger, pull the hammer all the way to the rear, and then you have a very light front trigger to stay on target. I bought this at auction around a year or so ago, maybe a bit more. Paid 700 Swiss francs for the rifle. Came with nothing. Came with a rifle. That's it. No box, no nothing. So I started to look like, how do I shoot this? So I bought this. This is a Pedersoli mold. It's a 54 caliber bullet, weighing 525 grams, I think, grains, sorry, 525 grains. And it makes those big, nice, thick boys. So I cast them out of pure lead. I actually got some diving weights, so I make those like this. There are multiple bullets you can get for this rifle, different shapes. I know Era's Gone bullet molds makes the traditional ringtail bullet or Christmas tree bullet, and they also make the Richmond Arsenal versions. Sadly, I couldn't get my hands on them. They don't ship to Europe. Didn't take the time to contact them. I got this online. It's a Pedersoli mold. It's a modern bullet, if you want. So that's not based on a historical design. It's sort of slightly flat on top. Has these 3 bands so that you can put lube on top of it. They work perfectly fine on my rifle. Okay, cool, take 28. So you can either shoot these rifles with powder and ball, loose, so just put the bullet in, powder, close the breech. I don't like doing that. You always end up putting powder everywhere in the action. So what I do is I shoot these. These are paper cartridges. I make them using coffee filters and cigarette paper. So I like coffee filters because it keeps them rigid enough so they don't break when you transport or handle them. But the base is made of cigarette paper because it burns better. Once I make those tubes, I put in the powder and the filler if necessary, put the cartridge in, and to seal the cartridge, I basically make homemade bullet lube with a 50-50 mix of beeswax and tallow. So basically I melt the lube, dip them in, let them to rest for a few minutes, and the cartridges are ready. So these are fun to make. Just put yourself in front of a brainless TV series or movie and make some for your next range trip. I store them in a plastic box to keep them dry and away from moisture because they're still made of paper, so you don't want them to get wet. I don't go out in the field really with this rifle. I just go to the range with this rifle, but I keep them in a plastic container anyway. You never know what might happen at home or on the range. This isn't the fanciest of rifles. It's a beautiful rifle, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have a lot of nice features. It has a pretty basic stock with a pretty flat butt. Handguard is very basic, sights are very basic. You can find like better sharps rifle out there that are more oriented towards long range shooting. This has more of a hunting vibe. Sadly, I'm not allowed to shoot these for hunting in Switzerland, or at least where I live, because they take lead bullets, and it's been a few years now. Where I live, you're not allowed to hunt with lead-based bullets anymore, so that's how it is. But it's still it's a very fun rifle to take to the range, and people enjoy it a lot, and all the people that fired this loved it. It's one of my favorite rifles in my safe. Took me a while to assemble and get all the components I needed, because when I bought this rifle, it took me a while to find a mold that would work, a 54 caliber mold. For this, I had to order it online, and it was during the COVID pandemic, and it was impossible to find musket caps. It was out of stock everywhere. I think it took me 6 months and by checking every week if it was in stock, and at some point I finally managed to get some. So when I found some, I bought I think I have 1,000 or 2,000 of those. So I'm ready for the future when it comes to this rifle.